Hello everybody. We are doing some more backtesting. Lots and lots of backtesting. It is what we do because we want to be successful at day trading. So we gotta do lots of backtesting. Okay, well, we're just going to be doing the strategy that has yielded the best results over our 100 random trading days. But instead of doing 100 random days, we're just going to kind of go through day by day, maybe do a month or two worth. But yeah, we're just going to kind of do the one that's been giving us the best results so far and just see how it would do month over month. So not quite of a wide variety of different market conditions, but more specific market conditions. So even though strategy might work overall, there could be a month or just specific market conditions where it is just absolute butt. So gonna see if we can get some of the farts out of the blanket with this strategy, if there are any to get out. So let's get started. So again, pretty simple strategy. We only got two charts. This is a 1 minute chart, 10-minute chart on gold. This seems to be the best pair so far. I do want to backtest the Euro US dollar and the pound yen to see how they do. I have done a little bit on the pound yen. But basically, we got our 1 minute chart, 10-minute chart, and we have our T&T lines, all of them but one. So we have our thin orange, thick blue, and dotted blue. And basically our entry is when our orange line and our thick blue are pointing the same direction, and the dotted blue is pointing opposite. That is a signal to take a trade in the direction that the orange is pointing. And obviously we're going to see a lot of setups in our back testing, and our exit strategy is based off of what happens on our 1 minute chart. So if we're in profit, we'll close on the first candle that closes below the body of the first candle. If we're in a buy, for example. If we're not in profit, we'll keep the trade running until we are in profit, or if our orange and dotted blue flip from where they were when our entry was. And we'll also close our close the trade if we go back into profit, and if blue has the big blue is switched. So sounds a lot more complicated talking about it, but it's a lot easier to just show you. So we'll get into it. So we're already on. We're just gonna do August of last year. Yeah. So let me get my back testing tool out here. And let's just see how it goes. Alright, so again, first thing we're looking for is our orange and big blue to face the same direction and our dotted blue to point the opposite direction. So, and we actually have a sell right here. So we'll go ahead, make sure we're on the right pair. Just a straight up stop loss of 500 points. And a no specific take profit. So lots of room for it to move. My phone's cracking at me. Let me just take this for a sec. Just responding. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we're taking a sell. And we're just going to do a... Ooh, I'm on the wrong pair. I'm on silver. Alright, now we're on gold. There we go. So... 5. Okay, there we go. And we're just going to do an even 10 lots per trade. So kind of to let you know what the results were for our 100 days of random days of back testing, we ended up getting $119,000 of profit over 100 trading days. Let's see. Okay. 119,000 over 100 random trading days, and that's trading 10 lots per per trade. So kind of loosely assuming that that's about $100,000 account. However, there was a pretty decent drawdown within there. So just depends on what sort of risk you're comfortable with. Anyway, all right, taking in a sell here. All right. Okay, so now our blue flips. So we would just, oh dear. Both of our orange and dotted blue haven't flipped yet, but our big blue has. So if we get back into profit, we'll close it on that post. Excuse me. Just sneezed. Okay. Oh, okay. So we just took a max loss on that one. So unfortunate that our very first trade we take is a max loss, but it does happen. Not often, but it does. But we are actually getting a buy signal right here. So now, typically, what happens if there's enough volatility to where you're going to hit your max loss, there's enough movement and volatility where you can make it back and even still be profitable. So as it goes back down and hits our max loss on the other side, wow. Okay, just looking for our next sell, which is right here. All right, so now we're in profit. So we close right here. So we close above the body of the previous candle. So we close that. Now, if our TNTs are still telling us to go for more, we'll just set a new standard at this level as if this were our entry. So we'll go ahead and close that one out. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty red day, and we're actually getting a buy signal. Okay, so it looks like we're able to claw back some of that. However, this is kind of setting a new standard here since our TNT lines are still showing it wants to keep going. So this is our new standard. Kind of treating it like a new trade without opening up a new trade. Okay, it's going against us now, and we are officially getting a signal to get out and sell. So small loss overall on that one. So this strategy is basically looking for big movements in the market. And we are good to keep going here. Now we're trading from 7:31 a.m. to 9 a.m. Not taking any trades after 9. But we can continue trades past 9. We just don't start new ones. Okay, we are getting some... what is my light doing? Okay, so we're able to claw some back. It's still going. There we go. All right, we'll close it out there. Okay, so a down day. Check this message. Sorry. Oh, let's see. Okay, and we're just going to go to the next day. So we're just doing the month. So this, in our previous backtesting, this hasn't been super relevant because we've deleted out the history after every day. But now we're going to see pretty much how we do in the month. So this is relevant. So if we were trading this in the month of August, we'd be down almost $6,400 after the first day. So psychologically, that could be tough to get past. Take a buy here. And take a sell here. Ouch. And we're seeing if we can expose any holes in our strategy before we really, let's see. Okay, so we'll close that out right here. On to the next trade, which is a buy right here. And the phone is blowing up. I'm so confused about with this guy anyway. Okay, looking for upward movement here. Okay, our big blue switch, so we're just going to close out if we can get back above our entry, which we do not. We're getting the signal to close out here and go for a sell. This is interesting. Okay, we're not closing out quite yet. If we can close, get a candle. Alright, we'll close that out right there. Okay, next day. So after the first 2 days, we're down almost $10,000. Or almost, I mean, assuming about $10,000 account, which is kind of loosely what we're doing. We're down 10% after 2 days. That would definitely be hard. And we have a sell right here. See if we can get back into the green. Okay, set new standard. Oh my goodness. Okay, sell and buy. What in the world? Honestly, wasn't expecting to get this kind of drawdown just after 2 days. It's like maybe we should just take the opposite trades. There we go. Okay, close that one out for a profit. Profitable trade. Probably looking for a buy now. Yep, no, not all of our TNTs are lining up how they should be. Okay, next day. Yeah, this should be more around a 70% win rate. Well, actually, maybe not. If we were closing out every time that we were just moving the standard, that's kind of how I was backtesting earlier, and we came up with a 70% win rate. So win rate's probably going to actually be a little bit lower, but still yield the same results. Okay. Wait for our TNTs. Okay, we have a sell right here. Here we go. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, close out right there. Actually, no, we don't close out. We just set a new standard since our TNTs are still looking to keep going, so I actually need to go back and redo that trade. 751 right here. So close that out. Go again, because we're just going to set a new standard right here. Okay, so this is our pseudo entry, I guess you can call it. Alright, so we have some movement in our TNTs. Big blue switch, so we're just going to close it out right here since we're closing below our new standard with because our big blue switched. So we actually got a little bit more profit than we would have otherwise. And on to the next signal, which is a buy right here. Okay, we're getting a sell now, so close that one out, go the other way. I wonder how this would do if I switched it to a 2 minute instead of a 1 minute. Could be interesting. Okay, set a new standard. Actually, our orange is not facing the right way, so we'll go ahead and just close that one out until it does face the right way, in which case we're going back in. Oops, why did it go in late there? That was weird. There we go. Okay, hold on right here. Close that out since our blues aren't facing the right way, so got a little bit more profit there. But look at this, just like that, we've made up a good amount of our losses there just in one day. Okay, we're actually getting another sell right here since our dotted blue is kinking up now, which puts everything in line. Let's see if we can get some 9 o'clock magic here. I've noticed after, like, if we have a trade that goes into 9 o'clock, this is all mountain time, by the way, it tends to, I don't know, it just seems to go our way usually. All right. And we're going to close out right there. Okay, so we clawed back a good amount of our drawdown there. Next day. Okay, we're going for a sell first thing. Ooh, nice. Now, here's what's interesting. I believe if you get a trade on the very first minute, it's like an 80... you know what, I'm actually going to pull up my back testing results here. Let me sign in real quick. Ah. Oops. Hit my mic. Pull up my sheets here. Back testing. Alright, pull up the right page. I think it was this one. Yeah, so... yeah, 77.5% win rate on trades that were taken on the very first minute of the day. So, okay, and there it is. There's our place to maybe close that. No, we're just gonna move our standard. And same rules, same exact rules. Okay. Still in this. We do want to close below our new standard before we... there we go. All right, close that out right there. Since our blue, big blue is now not going the right way, so we'll close it out once we're past our standard. So that's a good trade there. And on to the next trade, which is a buy right here. Take that. Okay, we're just gonna move up our standard. Okay, if we close above our standard, we'll close it now. There we go. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. All right, we'll close it out right here. Look at that. We're almost breaking even again after that big drawdown after the first few days. Okay, on to the next, which is a sell right here. Here we go. Okay, move our standard. Okay, big blue switched. So we're going to want to close below our standard, and there it is. Close it out. We're only $80 down, as opposed to, what, we were down 12,000. So we've made that up pretty quick. So if we just started, if we just happened to skip those first days, we'd be up 12,000 now. So, okay, on to the next trade, which is probably going to be buy. Yes, it is right here. Nope, it's past 9, so we're on to the next day, actually. Okay. We're actually getting a sell on the very first thing, so let's, okay, hold on, we had a signal to get out right here. Oh, nope, not yet actually, right here. So our orange and dotted blue did flip, so close out, trade out for a loss, and on to the next, which is a buy right here. Okay, our big blue switched, so we're gonna just see if we can close above our entry. Or we're gonna close out right here and actually go the other way. Of course. Okay, and right here we're getting the signal to get out. And on to the next, which is a buy right here. Okay, there's a good one. Okay, go ahead and close that one out. On to the next. Which we are not going to get another one for this day. All right. Next day. Okay, we're getting a sell signal right here. Okay, we'll close out right there. On to the next, which is a buy right there. Okay, new standard is right here. Okay, our blue switched, so now we're gonna just close out if we can get above our entry. There it is. And we're officially in the green after that. Okay, there's a sell right here. Oh, that's a good one. Keep going. Okay, we does want to go for more, so we're just going to set a new standard. Okay, our blue flipped. Okay, so when the blue flips, we're already in our profit or profit relative to our standard. Business as usual, unless we go back underneath it or above in this case. So basically we just close out when we get a candle that closes above the body of the previous candle. So since we did that, we were able to go pick up that, well, let's just see where this ends. So yeah, we're picking up all of this since we're doing that, which is why we do that, because there's always the opportunity that happens. I mean, there's always opportunity that it goes against you for the loss, but like I said, this strategy is kind of aiming for the few big movements in the market. And when you do get those, they're pretty good usually. So, all right, we close this one out for a profit. Yep. All right, yeah, it's a really good trade. And that's that day. So 62% win rate, and we're up 7,500 so far. And again, we're just back testing August. So we started on August 1st, and just moving forward day by day. Okay. So no trade on the very start. Okay. All right, now everything's lining up for a sell. This the way we're backtesting also doesn't take into account news, so we just trade wherever there's a signal, despite whatever news could be happening on that day. News happens, come what may, it happens. Oh, look at that! Look at that! $4,400. It's not even done yet. All right, almost $5,000 on that one trade. Okay, we're gonna close that one up, and we're actually getting, you know what? Yeah, we're not gonna worry about it too much, but we technically should have closed that trade out right here, since these switched, and we're actually getting a buy signal now. So we're gonna go the other way. I don't think we get as much. Okay, we are going to set a new standard right here, since we closed below the body of the previous candle, and go for more. And we're still pretty bearish on our TNTs. Okay, TNTs are a big blue flip, so now we're going to be looking just to close above our standard. And there it is. So we were able to pick up from here to here extra than what we would have otherwise. Obviously, there were some pretty scary moments, but we were able to pick up some extra as a result. Definitely not a strategy for... I don't know. It's a tough strategy to do in the live market, because it's... Like I said, I mean, and as we demonstrated, the first few days, we lost like $12,000. So we would have started our account drawing it down over 10 grand and then making it up over the next few days to where we're actually up almost 14 now. So it's a wild ride. That's for sure. Okay, next, on to the next here, which is a sell happening right here. Okay. Actually need to move my standard right there now. Okay. TNTs are still bearish, and we're going to see if we can get some 9 o'clock magic. We're going to keep going. Okay, now, okay, so now we're actually going to close. We are above our standard, and our orange is facing the wrong way now, so we're just going to give that one a close. So we were able to pick up just a tad more since we stayed open there. That's kind of why we like to stay open. Okay, we're getting a pretty good run. All right, next day. And if we're kind of loosely assuming that we're trading a $100,000 account, we'd be up almost 15% after not even not even 2 weeks of trading. Now, obviously, there's going to be some weeks where we probably end up losing, but overall, this strategy seems to work pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm supposed to hop in very first thing right here for sell, and it goes up, and that's unfortunate. And it goes back down and back up. Okay, now right here we're getting the signal to close that and go the other way for a buy. Okay, move our standard up just a little bit. So we're basically treating that standard as a new entry. Now previously I would actually close that trade and then just hop in again, but I realized if you do that in the live market, you're going to run into issues with spreads and commissions. So we just keep it open and just set up a new imaginary standard or imaginary entry. Okay, let's see if we can get back up there. Oh, nope. Our lines flipped, so we're going to just close that one out for a loss there. Okay, and on to the next. Oh, right here. Okay, new standard right here. So instead of just closing that out, we're going to see if we can get a little bit more. Okay, our blue switch, so we're going to see if we can get back below our standard line before we get knocked out. And we actually got knocked out right here, so ended up biting us in the blubber that time, but I think more times than not it's going to yield us a higher return if we do it that way. And we're actually getting a buy immediately, so let's see if we can get the other way. And this strategy either does very well in ranges or awful in ranges. It tends to do best in non-ranges, though. Ranges are just... I just call them death ranges. Right, we're getting the signal to get out of that trade right there. So, losing day.